In this first module, you will be introduced to Uber's community guidelines, Uber for Everyone. You are required by law to make reasonable efforts to assist and accommodate riders with a disability. This includes, but is not limited to, riders who are blind or impaired, riders who are deaf or hard of hearing, riders who have cognitive or intellectual disabilities, and riders who have mobility needs. Our community guidelines include guidelines regarding discrimination. The rideshare community is large and diverse. You are likely to meet people who are different from you. Respecting each other. Riders and drivers are accountable for their own behavior and have the right to be treated equally. Any discrimination based on gender, sexual orientation, ethnicity, religion, and disability will not be tolerated. Uber has a zero-tolerance policy towards discrimination. We investigate all complaints from drivers and riders seriously. If found to be true, the offender may lose access to their Uber account. You can report instances through the help section of your Uber driver app. Communication. When it comes to conversation boundaries, some people like to talk and some don't. Asking someone how their day is an easy way to see if they welcome conversation. Sometimes, what we say or do with good intentions can make someone feel uncomfortable. For example, asking someone, "Are you going home tonight?" or "Are you single?" can feel intrusive, even if you are trying to make friendly conversation. While actions such as smiling might universally be interpreted as friendly, certain actions such as staring, winking, or whistling may make people feel uncomfortable and should be avoided. It is also inappropriate to comment on someone's appearance, their sexual orientation, sexual expression, or religion. Similarly, it can be seen as intrusive to ask for someone's contact details or social media. This should be avoided. Ride-sharing is not the place to flirt or proposition someone. Riders and drivers should not engage in any sexual conversation. Someone's discomfort might not always be obvious. Many people will hide it by smiling or laughing it off, but that doesn't mean they want you to continue. Physical contact. Do not engage in any physical contact. Touching is very rarely appropriate in ride-sharing, and sexual touching is never okay. All other physical contact requires explicit consent. For example, ask someone if they want help with their luggage before giving them a hand, or getting in or out of the bus. Sexual assault or misconduct. Sexual misconduct and sexual assault refer to sexual contact or behavior that occurs without the explicit consent of the other person. Engaging in these behaviors can lead you to lose access to rideshare apps, and it is also against the law. Keeping others safe. Your safe driving ensures that riders reach their destination safely. Please avoid using your mobile phone whilst driving, only use it when it is safe and legal to do so. Pick up and drop off in safe locations. If it is not safe to pick up or drop off a rider at the location set out in your app, use judgment, and communicate with your rider about where you are able to drop them off safely. Do not allow anyone into the vehicle who has not booked a ticket. Comply with all seatbelt policies in your local region. This applies to yourself and also all riders. Ride in the lane that is designated by the government authorities. Let riders sit in their seats before driving. Do not jump traffic signals. Account sharing. Your Uber driver account is specific to you. It is not allowed on the Uber platform to ask and engage others in completing trips for you on your behalf. If you are ever unable to fulfill a scheduled route, please contact your fleet partner, and then contact Uber support. Acting professionally. Riders may rate your service poorly when you chew tobacco or smoke while driving or interacting with riders. Refill fuel in between trips. Operate a dirty/messy vehicle. Keep your phone fully charged before the start of every trip, and ensure that the internet is in working condition.